Hey guys, what is up? It is the Fast Break Report here, bringing you guys another vlog, and I have a lot of thoughts about this game. I gotta try to put them all together because the game just ended, and try to just process what I just watched because that was easily a game we should have won very easily, but that ended up becoming a roller coaster ride at the end of the game. So Tyrese Halliburton came back in this game, ended up getting a double-double. I got the box score with me just so I can have the stats correct here. But Tyrese Halliburton actually almost had a triple-double. He had 16 points, 8 rebounds, and 12 assists. Didn't shoot well from three, but had a decent game overall. Miles Turner went bonkers in this game from three-point. He shot 10 three-pointers, made 5 of them. Shot 50% from three, had 3 blocks, had 22 points and 8 rebounds. Pascal Siakam didn't shoot great from three, but still had 26 points and 6 assists. Andrew Nembhard had 5 points, 4 rebounds, and 7 assists. This whole game, if I'm being honest with you, was a mess. Towards the end of the game, Trendon Watford and Tyrese Halliburton got into it a little bit. Trendon Watford, for whatever reason, continues to be a sorry-ass loser. But this game was a lot closer than it should have been. We'll get to that point at some point in the video here, but in the first half, we played really, really well. Tyrese Halliburton came out and was like going all game, got it going early. He played really well, him and Miles Turner both. There was one play in the second quarter at the 1 minute and 30-second mark, I think it is, or about anywhere from a minute and 35 to a minute and 24, like a 10-second mark where Tyrese Halliburton played defense on Cam Johnson, and I was relatively impressed. Cam Johnson still made the shot as the shot clock was expiring. It was a really, really deep three-pointer. But Tyrese Halliburton stepped up, man. Like, Tyrese Halliburton actually played, like, solid defense on that play. I even said in the Discord chat, I was like, yo, you know what? I don't even care that Cam Johnson made that three-point shot. Tyrese Halliburton played great defense right there, and the guy that was just great offense, you know? But the problem I have with this game is in the second half, they completely collapsed. I keep telling people in the Discord chat and even on Twitter, I'm like, would it be a Pacers game if we didn't choke a lead? The problem is, we went into the fourth quarter ahead by 20 points, and we ended up winning the game, I think, only by 3. The fourth quarter was horrible. I'm just going to call it what it is. Yeah, we won this game by 5 points. We were ahead by 20 going into the fourth quarter. I mean, we were wrecking these guys. It wasn't even close. And then the fourth quarter comes, and we go on like a 5 or 7 minute stretch where we only score like 2 points. Like it was really, really bad. Then you start closing down to the wire. Tyrese Halliburton did this play where he tried to throw the ball off of one of the defending players' backs because his back was faced to him. Well, apparently the player knew he was going to do it because he caught the ball, passed it to somebody, ran back to the corner, got the ball, and made a three-pointer while falling out of bounds. And suddenly, a game that should not have been a game became a game again. Ben Mathurin had the ball on a fast break with like 11 seconds left where he made a layup. I thought he should have just held the ball, like ran to the other side of the court and just dribbled the clock out. Whenever you're ahead in a close game, you should just do that. But Ben Mathurin made a layup, and then there was a lot of heroics. We ended up giving up a wide open dunk. Then it just became kind of like a free throw battle. What really, really sealed the game, though, was on an inbound pass, the ball wasn't even like in yet, and somebody, I think it was actually Trendon Watford, who fouled Ben Mathurin and like pushed him on the floor near the scorer's table, and we ended up getting 2 free throws out of Ben Mathurin, and I think we even got a technical out of that. I don't remember exactly, but I think Tyrese Halliburton did end up getting to shoot a technical foul, which that was really big. That was like the point in the game where I was like, okay, I'm like, this seems to be sealed up, but you never know. The past couple games we have been playing have been nail biters, to say the least. They've been all coming down to the wire. If we don't have Tyrese Halliburton in this game, I actually think that we lose it. But with that being said, I can't believe I'm saying this, but the Pacers could actually win the 3 seed to end the season here. We have 12 games left, and we're at a point where the Knicks are not playing well. Actually, after this win, I don't know what the Knicks are gonna. I don't know if the Knicks are gonna beat the Wizards tonight. I would assume so. The Wizards are horrible, and they don't seem like they're trying to win. But we go up to 41 wins tonight, and if New York ends up beating the Wizards, they go up to 44 wins. We're at a really, really good spot, and Milwaukee is playing tonight. I forget who they're playing. But Giannis is a game time decision. So if Giannis doesn't play tonight, they're playing Sacramento, the Sacramento Kings tonight. So if they end up playing Sacramento and losing, that could be a really big deal for us. As far as, being the one team that can actually grab the 3rd seed. If we did grab the 3rd seed, I really wouldn't be... I can't be mad about it, because I have a feeling towards the end of this month, I don't believe that Jalen Brunson's going to be back until the first week of April. And by then, if I'm correct, they still have a couple games left in April. The second week of April is when the season ends on April 13th. But the Knicks could still drop a couple games in that time. I have a feeling they're not going to rush Jalen Brunson back. I actually don't think Jalen Brunson will even play until the playoffs start. I wouldn't be shocked if that's the case, but that gives us the opportunity to move up in the standings. And if we can actually get the 3rd seed, I really, at that point, I'm like, okay, if we get the 3rd seed, I don't think we're playing Milwaukee. I think we would end up playing Detroit or the New York Knicks in that position, and either one of those at that point, I would not be mad with. I think Detroit is an incredibly young team. They don't have any playoff experience. I think that could actually be an easy series for us. I think we could actually win that in like 5 or 6 games, maybe even 4, depending on how we end up playing. But I do like Detroit as a potential matchup for the playoffs. And if the Knicks keep losing, I actually like the Knicks too. Just because the Damian Lillard Giannis combo is something that I can't say that I'm afraid of it, because I'm not, because we did beat them last year. It's just last year there was, I think, a couple games they didn't have Giannis. And this upcoming year, they will have Giannis, or at least assumingly so, they will have Giannis. So, and Damian Lillard has learned to play with Giannis a little bit better. I just feel like the Knicks are the better matchup. I really do. I feel like the Knicks are the better matchup if we get them at, whoever gets that 6th seed, if we get the 3rd seed, between Detroit and New York, I'm not really worried about either one of those teams in a series. I actually think if we do get the Knicks, we can beat them in 6 games. And if we end up getting Detroit, if things go really well, I think we could beat them in 5 games. So Detroit's a solid team. They've really turned it on in the second half of the season. But yeah, this game though, this game against the Nets today was a nail biter. I actually got to stream it. But because any New York game I can't watch on League Pass. I don't know why I don't get that. It's really stupid. I pay $100 a year for League Pass, and the only games I can never watch that the Pacers end up playing is if they're playing the Knicks or if they're playing the Nets. And sorry, but if I'm paying $100 a year for League Pass and I get access to every single game. It shouldn't matter who's playing who. That's just my opinion on it. And I think that's the opinion of everybody who owns League Pass. But I'm glad the Pacers won this game. This game was just a lot closer than I thought it should have been. I actually thought Andrew Nembhard played decent defense on Cam Johnson this game. Cam Johnson did score 20 points per game, but out of that 20 points, I think only 6 or 7 of them actually came on Andrew Nembhard. The other was just, him on a fast break or, just something, or like I know 3 of them were on Tyrese Halliburton. He had, I think, 1 on Aaron Nesmith. But when Cam Johnson was guarded by Andrew Nembhard. I thought Andrew Nembhard did a pretty solid job. I feel I need to throw that in there because there's been a lot of rumors now ever since Ben Matherin's been going off. People seem to think Andrew Nembhard's garbage now. So I'm sorry, I will not. Andrew Nembhard hate will not be tolerated. Okay, keep it up. I'll let D-Ray go crazy on you guys in the fucking comment section. Okay, he's got an Andrew Nembhard Stan account in the Discord. Okay, he's this is what he does. But Tyrese Halliburton, great game. Aaron Nesmith did not have a great game. Aaron Nesmith had 6 points in 21 minutes, shot 2 of 6 from the field. TJ McConnell returned to form, 8 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Obi Toppin had a crazy 360 dunk in this game, but he had 13 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. He played relatively well, 5 of 9 from the field. Nembhard, 5, 4, and 7. Not bad, not great either, but 2 of 5 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3. And Siakam did his thing with 26, 3 rebounds, and 6 assists. Ben Shepherd didn't even take a shot in this game, and Jarris Walker only got 6 minutes. I will say this, now that we're getting closer and closer to the playoffs, I feel like Jarris Walker is going to start to get more minutes. I just have a feeling there's no way that they enter the playoffs and don't let Ben... Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Jarris Walker ends up taking Ben Shepherd's minutes. Once we get to the playoffs. Granted, Ben Shepherd was good for us last year, but he seems to be in a bit of a sophomore slump this year. But I wouldn't be shocked if Jarris Walker gets his minutes in the playoffs, just because Jarris Walker is he's a bigger body, he's a better defender. I think Jarris Walker's 3-point shot is decent. I also think Jarris Walker is just... I think what Jarris Walker brings to the table in the playoffs will probably be a little bit more valuable than Ben Shepherd. I'm not saying they won't play Ben Shepherd, but I do think Jarris Walker is going to take minutes from certain guys and get more minutes in the playoffs. I feel like that's definitely going to be a thing. So, I don't know, man. These past couple games have been kind of nerve-wracking, but they've also been... They've been fun to watch. They've been fun to watch, but they've also been, what's the word I'm looking for? Anxiety driving, or, just really, really fucking with people's anxiety. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know why Ben Mathurin made that layup with 11 seconds left. I was like, dude, just dribble it out. Like, if you would just dribble it out, like, he had a wide open layup. All he had to do was turn around and, like, go back. All he had to go was to the left side of the court and then rotate back to the 3-point line, and it would have been game over. But because he made the layup, it extended the game longer than it should have been, and it actually cost us the risk of almost losing the fucking game. So, I get why he made the layup, but at the same time, I was like, bro, we're ahead. Just dribble it out. Just dribble it out. Run the clock out. Get free throws. You know what I'm saying? Do something to run the clock out at that point. But he made a layup, and it became scary. So tell me what you guys think about this down below in the comment section below. A like helps me out. Subscribe if you guys want to see more. I'm the Fast Break Report, and I'm out of this motherfucker. Peace, guys.